welcome to yet another episode of the News on Map series. My name is Pooja Dwivedi. Today we are going to discuss all that news that has been there for the past couple of months. This is kind of a revision series, so let's get going about it. First of all, let us talk about the practice question. Consider the following statements. The Greater Antilles lie to the south of Lesser Antilles. Cuba is the westernmost island of the Greater Antilles, while Jamaica is the easternmost island. So let us see how many is or are correct. The first statement is incorrect because, as you can see, the Greater Antilles lie to the north of the northwest, specifically of the Lesser Antilles. So the first statement becomes incorrect. Then Cuba is the westernmost and Jamaica is the easternmost. That's also incorrect because yes, Cuba is, although the westernmost island of the Greater Antilles, the Puerto Rico island is the easternmost part of the Greater Antilles. So first statement is incorrect, second is also not correct. Which ones is or are correct? Neither one nor two is the correct answer here. Let's move ahead and talk about the next set of questions. Consider the following statements with respect to Tigray region. Tigray region has been in the news a lot. So apart from Eritrea and Ethiopia, it also has a border with Sudan. It is situated to the south of Amhara region of Ethiopia. It is bordered to the east by the Red Sea. Let us see how many are correct. Apart from Eritrea and Ethiopia, it also has a border with Sudan, the Tigray region. It is to the north of Amhara region of Ethiopia. So that makes the first statement correct, but also the second statement to be incorrect. Here it is written south. The third statement is saying it is bordered to the east by the Red Sea, which is not correct. It does not have any border with the Red Sea. So only first and second. Second statement is not correct. First statement is correct. Third statement is not correct. As we have to select how many statements are correct, option A, one statement only is the correct answer. The Darfur region, often seen in the news, belongs to which of the following countries? Darfur region has been in the news a lot. And Darfur is the western region of Sudan. Okay. And you can see it is to the south of the Libyan desert. Okay. So that makes the correct answer to be option A, that is Sudan. Moving ahead to the next set of questions. Consider the following statements. Lake Assad is a reservoir in Syria on the Tigris River. Deir ez-Zor region is situated in the center of Syria. The Syrian desert is spread across only 3 countries. Syria has been in the news a lot because of the violence and the earthquake. So it is important to know all this. Lake Assad is a reservoir in Syria on the Tigris River. Let us see that. So here is Lake Assad and it is a reservoir on the Euphrates River, not the Tigris River. So that makes the first statement to be incorrect. Deir ez-Zor is in the center of Syria. You can say yes, not exactly, but yes, it is in the center of Syria. So situated in the center, that is correct. First statement is not correct. Second is correct. Syrian desert is spread only across 3 countries. That is also not correct because it is spread across Jordan, Iraq, Syria and Saudi Arabia. 4 countries are there. So first statement is not correct, second statement is correct and third statement is not correct. One statement only is going to be the correct answer. Moving ahead to the next question. The next question asks us to consider the following pairs. We have to select which ones are or not correct. So Guadeloupe, Asian Sea, Drishti Island, Caribbean Sea, Jeju Island, Yellow Sea. Guadeloupe is an island in the Caribbean Sea and it is near, if we talk about which group of islands it belongs to the Lesser Antilles. The first, of course, will be one of our answers because we have to select which ones is or are not correct. So one is not correct. Then Drishti Island is not in the Caribbean Sea. It is actually in the Aegean Sea, which is an extension of the Mediterranean Sea. So first is going to be one of our answers. Second is also going to be one of our answers because this pair is also not correct. Jeju Island, on the other hand, it does lie in the Yellow Sea. Okay, so that makes first and second to be our answer, and that is option A, 1 and 2 only. All right, moving ahead to the next set of questions. So from the following African countries, choose the odd one out. Botswana, Sudan, Tunisia, Angola. Let us see. Here is Sudan, Angola, Botswana and Tunisia. we have to choose the odd one out. As you might be able to make out, Sudan, Tunisia and Angola, these are coastal countries. Among the 4 given options, only Botswana is the one country that is landlocked, does not have a coastline. So that makes Botswana to be our answer, option A to be correct. Moving ahead to the next question, a person travels from the capital of Chile to the capital of Guyana. They travel only through the western and northwestern coastal countries of South America. Arrange the following capitals in the correct order of their journey. Okay, so let us see, from Chile they are going to Guyana, right? So here is Chile and here is Guyana. The person will move across only the western, through the western coastal countries. So in this particular direction, in this particular journey, first we will come across the capital of Peru, that is Lima. Then we will go towards Quito of Ecuador. Then we go to Colombia's Bogota, and finally the Caracas of Venezuela, and then we'll reach Guyana. Okay, so first we have Lima, then Quito, Bogota, and then Caracas. So Lima, Quito, Bogota and Caracas, that is option D is the correct answer. Moving ahead, so consider the following statements. With respect to Central America, there are only 6 countries in Central America. Mexico shares its borders with Belize as well as Guatemala. And all the countries of Central America share a border with the Caribbean Sea. So let us see, look at the answers to this question. What is the correct answer to this question? Now, if we talk about the number of countries in Central America, they go from Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador, as well as Guatemala and Belize. So there are 7 countries in total if we talk about Central America. Now, if we talk about the borders with the Caribbean Sea, it shares many countries of Central America, except all the countries, in fact, I must say, of Central America, except the country of El Salvador. It does not have a border with the Caribbean Sea. Alright, so only El Salvador doesn't have a border. Rather, other than that, all the countries have a border with the Caribbean Sea. So 3 is not going to be correct, one of the correct answers. Also 1 is out of the question. Then Mexico shares its borders with Belize and Guatemala. Yes, if we talk about Mexico, Mexico shares its borders with Guatemala, as you can see, and also the country of Belize. All right. So these are the these are the important countries of Central America. First and third are not correct. Only the second statement is correct. That makes one statement only to be the correct answer. Moving ahead to the next set of questions, we have to consider the pairs. We have to match the volcanoes to the tectonic plates they belong to. Tectonic plates are going to be in the news and it can be asked in your examination. Reason being that because of the earthquake in Turkey and Syria. Other than that, now North India from the Hindu Kush mountains, we had our second earthquake in this region. So of course, what will happen? Tectonic plates might be questioned. So I have tried to inculcate tectonic plates with the volcanoes that we have to see here. So Mount Pelee, Caribbean plate, St. Helens, Cocos plate, Cotopaxi, Juan de Fuca plate, Mount Izalco, Nazca plate, and Mount Mayon, Philippine plate. Let us see. This is the manner we are going to do. So Nazca is situated. Nazca plate is a minor plate and it is related to Cotopaxi. Alright, so let's first of all do that. Nazca with Cotopaxi. Let's write like this: A, B, C, D and E. C, we have to write 4 in front of it. Then let's see Mount Pelee and whatever we could find here. St. Helens in North America is related to Juan de Fuca plate. Alright, so that is also important for us to know. St. Helens, Juan de Fuca plate. B, we have to match with 3. Alright, then the next one, let us see what is that. Next one is Mount Izalco. Izalco is related to Cocos plate. Alright, so Izalco is related to Cocos plate, that is D2. Then let us see the other ones. Mount Pelee, it is related to Caribbean plate. Alright, so let us put that one also correctly. A, we have 1, and finally for E we will have 5. That is Mount Mayon, Philippine plate. Okay, Mount Mayo, as you can see, it is situated here and it is near the Philippine plate. Alright, so this is the manner in which we had to do it. So 1, 3, 4, 2, 5 will be the correct answer. 1, 3, 4, 2, 5, that is option D is the correct answer over here. Moving ahead to the next set of questions, consider the following statements with respect to Ganga river system. Its catchment areas in India lies in 9 states and 1 union territory. The 𝐸𝐸𝐴𝑘𝐒 and Damodar river join the Ganga below the Farakka barrage. So we have to select which statements are not correct. Let us see the catchment states and union territories of the Ganga river. Uttarakhand, of course, is one of them. Haryana is also catchment area, catchment state, Rajasthan. So 1, 2, 3. Then we have Madhya Pradesh 4, Uttar Pradesh 5, Bihar, Jharkhand 6 and 7, and finally we have West Bengal to be the 8th one. So there are 8 states, 1 union territory, that is the union territory of Delhi is associated. So 8 plus 1, alright, not 9 states. Then it joins the, if we talk about Damodar and 𝐸𝐸𝐴𝑘𝐒 river. Damodar and 𝐸𝐸𝐴𝑘𝐒 river join Ganga below the Farakka barrage. Farakka barrage is lying over here. Okay, the first statement is not correct. And 𝐸𝐸𝐴𝑘𝐒 and Damodar, yes, they are joining the Ganga river below the Farakka barrage. Second is correct. Which one is or are not correct? Option A, 1 only will be the correct answer. Moving ahead to the next set of questions, which pair of Indian cities will lie approximately on the same longitude as the capital of Pakistan? Pune and Surat, Jamnagar and Mumbai, Jodhpur and Gurugram, Mumbai and Surat. So let us see the answer to this question. Here is the capital of Pakistan, Islamabad. If we draw a line, a straight line, that is a longitude, Mumbai and Surat will lie approximately on the same longitude as the capital of Pakistan. So option D here, Mumbai and Surat is going to be the correct answer. Similarly, questions could be asked for Bangladesh as well. This is a repetitive question. I hope you'll be able to do it if you have been following this series. Which of the following protected areas lie to the north of the Brahmaputra river? Houlongapar Gibbon Wildlife Sanctuary, Dibrú-Saikkhova National Park, Kaziranga and Manas. So lie to the north, right? Here is Houlongapar Gibbon Wildlife Sanctuary. This is the river Brahmaputra. Kaziranga is lying to the south of it, as well as Dibrú-Saikkhova is also lying to the south of it. Only if we compare all the options, Manas Wildlife Sanctuary is lying to the north of the Brahmaputra river. So what happens? That Manas Wildlife Sanctuary, that is option D, is the correct answer. Then this is a UPSC prelims question of 2013. Second last question this is. Then we have the practice question in the last. Which of the following pairs is correctly matched? Abyssinian Plateau, Arabia, Atlas Mountain, Western Africa, Guiana Highlands, Southwestern Africa, Okavango Basin, Patagonia. So let us see Abyssinian Plateau. It is not in any other country, as in not in any other, Arabian Plateau. That is not correct. It lies in Ethiopia, and this Abyssinian Plateau is, of course, now in Eastern Africa. If we compare it to the questions, the kind of question that has been asked. So it's not in Arabia, but it is in Ethiopia, that is in the Horn of Africa or Eastern Africa. Then we have Atlas Mountain, Northwestern Africa. That is going to be the correct answer, because here these are Atlas Mountains and it is lying in the northwestern region of Africa. So that makes the first to be incorrect, second is correct. Guinea Highland is here. It is lying in Brazil, Guinea Highlands. So that is also not correct. And then we finally have Okavango. Okavango Delta or Okavango Basin is in southern region of Africa. Alright, so that makes the first and the second, third, fourth. All we have went through. Only the second P is going to be the correct answer, because we had to select which pair is or are correct. Now let's look at the practice question for your next segment. Which of the following countries of Europe is or are landlocked? Serbia, Poland, Croatia. So choose the correct answer. Comment in the comment section. That's it. Thank you so much for watching.